It was a Tuesday. My car insurance was due. I sat at my wobbly kitchen table, staring at my calculator. Rent, utilities, car payment, groceries. After all that, I had almost nothing left. Every month, the same story, working hard, getting nowhere. It felt like running on a treadmill that only got faster. The frustration was a knot in my stomach. I wasn't living, I was just surviving. Every purchase was a major decision, weighed down by anxiety. The American dream felt like a cruel joke. I was doing everything right, but the math never worked. The calculator wasn't broken, the system was. I was angry. At myself, at the world. Lying awake at night, I worried about every what if. There was no safety net, just a tightrope. My life was dictated by due dates and minimum payments. Every decision filtered through, can I afford this? The answer was almost always no. I wasn't in control. My bank account was. The dream of freedom felt impossibly far away. I knew something had to change. I just didn't know what. Living paycheck to paycheck is an emotional prison. Every day brought a quiet dread. One flat tire could ruin everything. I avoided social invitations, stretched every dollar, and became an expert at cheap meals. My world shrank to the size of my next bill. Saving for retirement, owning a home, those were fantasies. The goal was just to make it to the next payday with zero, not less. The weight of having nothing left over was crushing. It was a quiet desperation I wouldn't wish on anyone. The turning point came in a coffee shop over a rare $5 latte. I stumbled on a video about index fund investing, owning a piece of hundreds of companies at once. The idea, make your money work for you. It was a light bulb moment. I'd always worked for my money, never the other way around. Investing wasn't just for the rich, it was accessible. For the first time, I saw a path forward. I devoured every article and video I could find. My problem wasn't just not earning enough, it was not knowing how to grow what I had. That coffee shop moment changed everything. I was ready to try. I started small, canceled a forgotten $10 subscription and used it to invest. I downloaded an app, bought a fractional share of an S&P 500 index fund. Suddenly, I owned a tiny piece of America's biggest companies. That first step changed my relationship with money. I tracked my spending, cut back on takeout and coffee, and invested every dollar I could. It became a game. How much could I save and invest? I set up automatic weekly transfers, sometimes just $20. I stopped worrying about daily market swings. I wasn't trying to get rich overnight. I was building wealth slowly. Investing became a habit, like brushing my teeth. The discipline was boring, but it worked. My $10 started to grow. I was no longer just surviving. I was building. That was the real breakthrough. Years later, my finances are unrecognizable. That first $10 grew to thousands. The anxiety faded, replaced